and get checked. Ice on my neck, double on wrist. She in the sky, hell of a cap. Push out the church, 400 packs.
I spend it in Paris. Just for these hours, they finna flop. Just for fun, it's all they pop. Just in the hit, I'm feeling hip. I'm busting it all on my fingers. I feel like the rock. Ever since I was a kid, I've been a chick. If I was you, I would cut up my wrist. Exotic all over her body, oh. She just wanna roll and I don't mind it. Ever since I was a G, I've been legit. Oh no, you should let it go. She wanna be next. Double tatted on her body, yeah. It don't matter what they say, I'm timeless, yeah. City on fire.
Back at it again. Back in the United States. Today we're going to be streaming with Marlon. W's in the chat. W stream, W collab. Man, I don't have a charger in here. Elevation, gotta make sure I'm going to the right one. Dang, which one is it? Freak. I think I sent it to Dante.
Yep. Yeah, it's live.
Who's that, Dante?
Billy.
Oh.
Come on, man.
Billy, we up, man.
Okay, Billy.
Is this the right one? Yeah, it is. Dang, 17 minutes away. Call Dante to coordinate to make sure that they know that we're still 15 minutes out, if you don't mind. W's in the chat. Today we're going to be promoting some people to mods. All right. I was supposed to start with the recap today, but I was running a bit behind. I had some work to do, so we're gonna do the Africa recap. I'm gonna call Ashton Small and Indian Ash as well. Thank you, brother. Yeah.
Yeah, let me know if you want me to move.
No, you're good. I'm gonna call Ashton Small and Indian Ash as well. Today, we got some big surprises at the end of this stream. You guys know I don't really stream in the States like that. More so like when I travel, and we're gonna be traveling, like, if I'm being honest with you, every 2 to 3 weeks. I want to get out the country. I want to do different countries. Haven't announced where we're going next, but it's gonna be a place that a lot of people are familiar with. A very beautiful country. I do want to come back to Africa. I'm gonna do Africa again. I think within the next 6 months, if I'm being honest, because we only got a chance to do 5 countries, which was dope. It's a blessing to be able to do so many, but when I get back, the goal is to be able to do like 20. I want to do 20 at least. I want to stay out there for like something close to a month and just get a lot of time in so I can kind of see like all the different cultures and whatnot. But, you know, we got a lot of love on the Africa tour, and I wasn't expecting it to be as big as it was. I knew it was gonna be big, I knew it was gonna be great, but I didn't think it was gonna be as big as it was because we kind of did it last minute. We did it with like 3 weeks notice. Whereas like most people when they're doing these tours, their teams have at least like 3-4 months in advance. We told the people we were coming like 3 weeks before. When I launched, we planned to go a week before launch, and then we showed up there like 3 weeks later. So, you know, big shout out to the team and whatnot. Big shout out to everybody who showed love, who supported people in the chat. W's in the chat, man. For the ones showing up on a day-to-day basis. Honestly, if I have to grant somebody an award, I'm not looking at the chat right now. I'll look at the chat within the next like 10 minutes. But if I have to give anyone an award, it would be Barbsy, because she was in there daily, all day, every day, literally for like 8-hour streams. She was there the whole time and active the whole time. So definitely you're the MVP of, you know, Africa tour. India tour, you were showing a lot of face in there as well. But we'll have to go back and look at the numbers. The India tour was amazing. What I can say, the difference between the India tour and the Africa tour, the India tour wasn't planned at all, right? We just went and we stayed for 10 days, but we didn't plan to even stay that long. I was supposed to just pull up on Indian Ashton Hall for like, you know, a couple of days, maybe 3 days at the most, and then head back, because I'm pretty busy. I got a lot of business to handle. But I got out there and I felt the vibe, and I was like, we got to stay with him for at least a week. Bro's about to hit 1 million followers, and I want to make sure that he's taken care of. So we stayed out there just to make sure everything was smooth for him, so we could have him set up the right way. And it ended up turning out to be, a W, 100%. Now the difference between India and Africa was planned. We had like 3 weeks in advance. We stayed for 17 days, so a little bit longer. And we were looking for somebody to do something similar to what I did with Indian Ashton Hall. But it was completely different. You guys know we were looking for African Ashton Hall. And we found like a lot of people who were making videos. One of the guys and one of the big standouts for me too, was Flames and Aloys in no particular order. They were both fire. They were both lit. These are fitness and content creators. And a lot of you guys might ask like why I'm looking for Ashton Halls around the country. Sounds kind of weird. Sounds kind of different. But a lot of people have remade my videos. So we kind of made it into something like, okay, cool. Like the ones who are remaking the videos, I feel like with a positive push and a spin behind it, I go out there and spend some time with them. And it's just a vibe. So we're looking for African Ashton Hall. Didn't find him. We found Ashton Small. And bro, it was a blessing. He kept telling me like, you blessed my life, bro. You the boy. Like, you that guy, all this other stuff. But little does he know he changed my life entirely. I really had like a lot of out-of-body experiences, just seeing like the grateful and the peaceful side of him. And it was just dope to just kind of see like you have a choice, because not always am I peaceful, not always am I grateful. Some days I'm very, some days I'm very ungrateful and counting the things that I don't have. So to see him was like the good side of me. I'm like, yo, I need to act more on this guy, because this guy is amazing. So, you guys said you saw from the videos that, I had a lot of energy, and it was like, you could just see my facial expressions. Like, it was real love, and it was fun, and it was because I was with such an amazing person, with my brothers. But, Ashton Small, he was, it was definitely a very, very big impact.
Come and get checked, ice on my neck, double on wrist, she in the sky, hell of a cap, push out the church, 400 packs.
I spend it in Paris.